TaylorMade Stealth HD iron, compared up to the regular Stealth iron that's been out for a while. Who should be gaming it? Who's it for? And what could it do for your golf? At the end of this video, I'm going to take the HD Stealth iron out onto the golf course and show you some situations where it could really excel and help you hit some better approach shots. Let's compare the looks and feels of these two Stealth irons that are very, very contrasting. So the looks of these two clubs are obviously very different, but still sharing some of the visual tech that you will see with the wraparound toe bit, the through slot at the bottom. But obviously HD is a HD iron. Look at it. It's built to be like huge. It's like a triangle. So this is the 7 irons I've got here, and you start seeing the back of the club out of the HD, where the standard Stealth, it's more of what I would call the classic kind of size of a game improvement as we understand it at the moment. We could call the HD Ultra game improvement, but maybe more of us should be up here in the HD world, because be honest with yourselves, most of us probably need ultra game improving. I want my game to be ultra improved. And I've gamed clubs like this in Cleveland, in their launchers. They've been making this club for years, and I've said for years that it's a club I think maybe more golfers should be using. But let's investigate more. The looks, you're definitely going to be much like shop appeal, where golfers are at the minute. Stealth's going to win. HD, people are going to think they're above it. People are going to think they're better than that. People are going to want to aspire more to this and beyond. So I think it's much more of a question about our understandings than it is a question about which one might help more golfers, because I would happily say HD is probably going to help way more golfers. And hitting the standard Stealth here, you see a little bit of offset. The top line's very rounded. Like, it does look decent for what I can imagine this club is going to do, which is pack some serious punch. And it sounds like firm, hard, clicky, explosive. Kind of how I'd want this iron to sound. I mean, saying that again, second shot there, it's almost like it has an aftertaste, an after sound, an after feel. Yeah, it does. It's interesting. Like, almost like they are trying to get that carbon toe wraparound sound and feel into it. Like they are trying to get, with I imagine what's in there and on here, a kind of a semi-softer feel. And TaylorMade say they've got an echo dampening system in here, so like a polymer that sits behind the face, and maybe that is starting to come through the more I hit it. Like they say to represent a forged feel. I wouldn't go as far as that, but the more, oh, get on that line, the more I hit it, like the more I think, yeah, that's like, it isn't as crazy. It definitely feels powerful, but maybe not as clicky as I first thought. So if we compare that up to the HD, and I'll be honest with you, because I've gamed clubs like this, I actually like the look of these. They make so much sense. And as a hybrid player, someone who uses 2 hybrids, stops at a 6 iron in my set, like it just kind of, it's hybrid look. I mean, in the comments, or maybe, you know, what do you think? How many hybrids have you got in your bag or starting to get? I mean, I feel like we're all going that way. Or maybe it's just me. Like, that sounds pretty good for something that looks so chunky. I was expecting much more of a hybridy, clicky sound. It definitely sounds a little clickier than the Stealth, but it's nowhere near as clicky as, say, the Clevelands and other irons that are of this kind of build. And again, TaylorMade is saying that this has the echo dampening system in it as well. And I would say, yeah, I'm feeling that. I reckon if you take that out, this would be, you know, clicky, like lots of the other ones. I think looks and feel, we're so used to traditions in this game. It's a word that's used so much. I do think the regular Stealth is going to win. I honestly think more of you need to be trying this. And as looks and feel go, it's a slightly different take, the HD, on this kind of iron, because the sound is dampened, where I'm used to it feeling almost more like a little hybrid, which I'm not sure if I like or not, but that wouldn't bother me because it looks like the performance is doing exactly what the HD should do. I think most of you would pick that. I definitely could game that. So when it comes to the price of these two clubs, $899 UK pounds, here's the dollars equivalent. That's for 7 irons. I mean, golf's just, the prices are where the prices are. They're expensive. Golf equipment from all the manufacturers. I don't see many manufacturers beating others for price, and maybe we should do a video where we compare cheapest with the expensive ones to see how much we're buying into brand rather than price. If that's something you want, maybe hit those comments up and let me know. The price in these golf comment videos is never going to be a fun chat. So when we look at the performance of the two clubs, we definitely see a difference in launch angle. The HD is launching way higher, like noticeably higher, but then we see that also play out in the distance. Look how much further the Stealth to the HD is going. So you're going to be thinking, so higher launch, but maybe not as far. So, you know, that's the design and all those kind of ideas. Well, it's not. When you look at the delivered lofts, it's 24 degrees with the HD down to 21 with the standard Stealth. The standard Stealth is a stronger lofted iron, so it's going to go out more penetrating and it's going to be long, as we see. But it's definitely, it's something to consider, because I did this with my daughter when she started playing. So not loads of speed, but decent speed for her age. But I didn't get I got her game improvement clubs, but I got them to add loft. I got extra lofted ones because she struggles to keep the ball up in the air. So getting game improvement lofts where they're just getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, well, what happens is she ends up not having anything more than an 8 iron. So the HDs with their not quite as crazy lofts and their design, I think is a really good combination for golfers who are maybe lacking in a bit of speed. And when we get out on the golf course, you're going to see situations where like launch is just something that you need help with. Keeping it lower, often golfers can do, but we'll show you that out on the golf course. When it comes to who are these irons for, I think they could be for more people that are testing them at the minute. Basically, if you want help with a little bit of launch, you want help in certain situations, which I'm just about to show you on the course, which you'll watch these situations and think, yeah, I want help in these places. Then the HD, it's definitely one I would like to see people add way more to their test list. If you end up going for it or not is up to you, but I definitely want to see you add it, because I've tried this club, played it, and tried it with other people in the Cleveland equivalent. And yeah, it can help way more golfers than are actually ever considering putting this in their bag. Let's take them to the course and show you. Like, this is crazy, the situations I'm in, and this club has some secret weapons. Now this lie with this club just feels easier. I want this. This turf interaction, you know, that's a term that's sold to us often with better players. What I find with thicker soles, certainly ones like this, is it becomes almost more robust, certainly on the really horrible lies. Like, that just comes out great, really easy from there. Like, no dig. I just think that sole can help so many more people. Now, this is always an interesting one, the low one, because obviously they're high launch and people think, well, I'm not really going to be able to get it under here, so I'm going to go under and around. But I think you can. I think you can take loft off, and lots of medium to high handicap golfers can hit the shot. To be fair, it's more often that they can't hit the high one, hence get some more launch. The low one, more people than you believe can do it. Like, they understand taking loft off. Now obviously this is a 7 iron, so I'm going to have to really work this. I would choose a 6 or 5 for this situation, but just to try and make the point, this is a high launch club, draw biased inferior. I'm going to hit a low cut around a tree. Absolutely rocketed. Not as much cut because I do think I'm fighting the draw, but for lots of people that's good. Low, keeping it down, no problem. Getting it up, no problem. Having the option to get more launch, I think, is just really valuable in these situations. Bare mud lies just off the green. A nightmare for any level of golfer. Again, this is where this is so valuable. You've basically got a little chipper in your bag. I mean, I pretty much just duff that forward, but with no dig. Oh, a little too hard, but I would learn the pace. The strike is absolutely there. It's literally a cheat code around the green, and you've just got them in your bag as everyday clubs. I honestly think so many more golfers could game these than are actually gaming them at the minute. Now, if you're a Stealth fan or TaylorMade fan and you want to know what the Stealth 2.0 driver is all about, I've got my full complete review here.